Welcome to Rush Rally 3. This is Finland, stage 5. Here I've got the Micro Compact SS with a Hong Kong roof wrap. The flag of Hong Kong is on the roof of this car. It is in the lower number of my roof rack series because it is a very difficult flag to do with the geometric patterns or decals that you can use to replace the image of the blossom in the center of the Hong Kong flag, which you can now see behind, or you could momentarily see behind the drivers on the rear of the car there. There's a blossom in a red field. It is all curves. It is one of the more difficult flags you can actually do with the geometric pattern decals available in the game. That's why it is in the low numbers in my series of roof wraps. I am going to divide this video into 3 sections, or it is actually made up of 3 sections. Me doing a voiceover to let you know what's coming, and a little bit of information at the front end here. I will be following this by doing this race in chase mode at Finland on stage 5, and without a voiceover, and then I will do a follow-up after that, displaying a little bit about the decal pattern used to replace the decal of the flag on the roof, because if you were to use the decal provided in the game, it is rather grainy for a decal, to make a decal that size. So you have to replace the image the best way you can. Well, that was a little bit rough. Now I'll go on to show you a little bit about doing the decals. Make the roof pattern. We didn't see an awful lot of the roof pattern. You'll see a little bit more of it here. It's not a perfect image of the blossom, but I don't think it's disrespectful. I usually do this by working my way down through the decal layer of the flag. But for this decal, I'm going to start the other way around. I'm going to pick one of the starter decals here for this flat. I probably could have went to that one. That one there, which is the start of making our flower. Those are all exactly the same shape. They're just moved around into the pattern roughly needed. And as you can see, they're curved. Curves are difficult to work with. They're not linear ones. When you're using squares and lines, it's a lot easier to use. And you can also make other decals here that can help you out with your shape. Such as I could have put a star underneath this to let me know how to line these up to get the spacing just right. Each one of those petals on the flower is made up of 6 separate decals, and there's no symmetry can be used because there are 5 petals. Here, because this is a little more difficult to see, I'm going to change the color of the next little one there. You probably can't see it. It's in near the center there. I just changed it to a gold color. It's the petal sort of pointing towards the driver. It's right near the center there. It's gold color now. I'll turn it a light blue, which probably doesn't help. How about a lightish green? You might be able to see it there. And that's just 3 of the curves you have to line up. There's another set of curves out further here. Now we're starting to get what looks like a petal of a flower. My curves might be off just slightly here. All I had to do was an image to work with. I actually, when I made this, did not use the flat decal that came with the flight pack, so I don't know exactly how accurate this is compared to that, or how accurate that is compared to the flag itself. I was using an image of the flag, and you'll notice in all of these curves, every once in a while there's a square show up. That's because sometimes I couldn't exactly get the curves to line up exactly perfectly, so I put a square in there to sort of obscure the fact that I missed just by a few little pixels. Now, in the center of each of those petals, there's a little line. Those were also made with the same shape by using the shape below and then sticking another one over top to put the white of the petal. And in this flag there are tiny little stars. The scale of my stars might be off as well by just a little bit. I'm not going to go back and change all those colors back to the way they were. I've got a saved pattern of this flag. And because this flag is so difficult, if the card does not change shape or the decals do not change shape before the possibility of uploading this to make it available to other players becomes possible, I will upload this roof wrap pattern, decal pattern of this car to make it available to other players. So I hope that helps you out with being able to see what some of the possibilities are decaling in this game, or even how to make a Hong Kong roof wrap. Hope you found that useful.